guys, my name is Janicia and welcome to my channel. Many of you may not know, but I used to do YouTube in 2018 and I loved it, but there was some things going on personally that really outshone being on YouTube. So I took the time to grow and I'm back.
Oh my gosh, back at it again.
I can't wait to dive right back into all of this fun stuff. I think the main problem for me was one, the fact that I struggled with consistency. So I put myself on a schedule where I'll be uploading once a week. So yay to that. And the second thing was just like trying to overcome comparison. I feel like with my old channel, like I was seeing what everybody else was doing and I was so busy looking in other people's YouTube lanes that I was like, I don't know, like I feel like I need to have everything to start. And even wanting to start this one too, I was like, I just was factoring so many things and having doubts that really were pointless. So, but a wise man once told me to just start where you are. So yeah, just start with where you are and with what you have. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. I think my problem in the past was I was struggling to find my own unique voice. And even though I had like so much wisdom and so much knowledge and the passion was there, I still failed to create content the way that was true and unique to myself. So I'm excited to be back so I could do that. And this leads me into my topic that I'm going to talk about a little bit today, which is comparison. So I don't know if y'all listen to Jay Shetty, but he's an inspirational, motivational speaker. And I was listening to one of his podcasts because his stuff really feeds me. And he was talking about an experiment between these two monkeys. And don't worry, it's a true story, all right? It was a true research thing that was happening. So there's two monkeys in a room and they're two trainers. And they were trying to see if the monkeys would place a pebble into their hands, right? That's it, just super simple. So they each gave the monkeys a pebble and they were telling them to put it in the palm of their hand. So the monkeys both put it into the palms of their hand. So to reward them, they gave them a treat. So one trainer gave one of the monkeys a little piece of a cucumber and the other trainer gave that monkey a grape. And they were both so happy with their treats, right? They were focused on what they were getting. They were grateful until the one that got the cucumber looked over and noticed that his friend got a grape. And they said that he really just started to freak out and go berserk, like throwing everything and climbing around, hopping around, going crazy inside of that room. And it wasn't until he looked over and saw that his friend got something that he viewed as something better, a better treat. So that really was like so stupid of a story, but so profound at the same time. And I remember just like listening to that and being like, oh my gosh, that's exactly how we react. So I wanted to leave y'all with some things on a comparison. The first tip that I wanted to say is that when you find yourself comparing yourself to others or being your own worst critic, I'm not doing enough, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, saying things like that to yourself, to just be your own best friend. Like, how would you respond to a friend if they were saying those things? Would you even let a friend say those type of things out loud? Probably not, right? And also, how would you comfort your friend in a crisis? And that's how you can learn to comfort yourself. Like, if you wouldn't say it to a friend, then don't say it to yourself. My second tip is to keep a record of all of your achievements. I have so many journals because I'm a big fan of that, and I think it's really helpful. But in the back of one of my journals, I have a list of all of my achievements, and like big wins, small wins, it don't matter, anything in between, a lot of things that other people wouldn't consider wins. I write them down. You can even write down like your strengths, because the thing that happens when we begin to compare ourselves to others is that we look at all of their strengths and their achievements, and then we ignore our own, in doing that. And so it's a good thing to have that there. That way you can remind yourself like of all the things that you have accomplished. Tip number 3 is to become aware of and to avoid your triggers. I feel like it's really important to start noticing what things or what we see or what we're hearing that makes us begin to play the comparison game. And once we do that, we can really like pinpoint things. I know social media is like a huge thing for us, like millennials and Gen whatever. At this point, I'm like, I don't know. But social media has really affected society. But we have to remember that people don't post their failures. People only post the really happy things, their highlights of their life. And so we can't compare our valley to their high moment. Like, we just can't do that. So yeah, it can allow that can really make you feel like inferior to others, but you just have to remember, I'm not inferior. And if that is a trigger for you getting on social media, then maybe you should spend less time on there, or maybe you should unfollow certain accounts that you start to feel envious or start to have those type of thoughts. But the biggest thing is to begin noticing when you start playing that comparison game with others. My 4th and final tip for you guys is to practice gratitude. This is a really powerful tool. I'm gonna make a video like completely separate just about practicing gratitude, because it really is like a powerful tool. But when you remind yourself daily of all the things that you're grateful for, all the things that you do have, you're not gonna be focused on all the things that you lack. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be less inclined to be in that comparison state of mind. You're just going to be super grateful. And when you are grateful, it makes room for more. You have to remember that, like, when you're grateful, it makes room for more. So you're going to achieve everything that you want, but you do need to be grateful for what you do have now and stop falling victim to what society thinks you should have or where you think you're supposed to be, because you're exactly where you are supposed to be. So yeah, be grateful, practice gratitude, and you'll be super far less vulnerable to comparison. So I just want to leave you all on this note. You are more precious than rubies. You are perfectly designed for such a time as this, and God has you exactly where you're supposed to be. You are exactly where you should be. So there's no need to compare your life to others. There's no need to feel like they have this, I don't have that. Why don't I have that? I should be there. No, you are where you are supposed to be. And that's the beauty of this all, is that everybody's journey looks different. Everybody's journey feels different. And that's fine. We're all in different places. So if you see them, there's a song by Mary, and it's like, God in Me, and it's like, but what you don't know is when you go home and give a heart. Anyways, go listen to it. But they're basically saying like, yeah, you see all the glamour, you see all the blessings that I have, but you don't know what I go through to get that. You don't know, you don't really know what work I put in. So don't be trying to compare yourself to my story. I'm pretty sure that's not what they meant by that song. But that's like my little takeaway from it on today. But yeah, I just want to remind y'all, this is just a gentle reminder that you are where you need to be. And if you woke up, you didn't wake up by accident. Like, do you think God just was like, yeah, let him wake up another day? Like, we'll see. We'll see what they do today. No, you woke up on purpose and you're here for a reason. There's things that are inside of you that the world needs. And I don't know, I'm this close to the camera, but I feel like y'all can feel me if I'm closer. So I'm letting y'all know. My skin looks good too. But I'm letting y'all know that you were made for such a time as this. So get to work. And also, like, I feel like a lot of times we use comparison to be like we use it in a downward way. There's two types of there's a lot of types of comparison, but there's upward comparison and downward comparison. And most of the time we are upward comparing ourselves to other people that we view are in a higher place or at a higher status or level than us. And instead of doing that and feeling like, man, I'm not where they are, like, and feeling inferior, we should be doing that and being like, well, we shouldn't be doing it at all. But if we do happen to do that, then we should be using that as motivation to get where they are. Like, I don't look at Oprah and be like,
I'm never gonna get there. I'm never gonna have enough money. I'm never gonna be able to basically rule the world and work for myself.
I look at Oprah and I'm like, baby, I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Like, I'm excited when I look at people who are where I want to be, and in different areas, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get there. Like, I'm gonna get there spiritually. I'm gonna get there financially. I'm gonna get there physically. I'm gonna get there. And the way that I get there and my journey towards getting there, I have to be gentle with myself and not allow society to come in and like whisper in my ear where I should be. No, I'm where I should be, and I'm working towards going further. So, baby. So that is all that I have for this video. I think I'm gonna be uploading on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, but we shall see. My life is very ever-changing at this time, so I can't really set a concrete schedule, but I do know it will be once a week. And if you follow me on all of my socials at Niecy Lachey, I'm gonna put something right here. Go follow me. All of my socials are Niecy Lachey. My Instagram, my Twitter, that's pretty much it, because I don't use anything else really. But if you go follow me on those, then you will stay updated and in the loop. So share this video with a friend, you know, tell them skip past the first part or watch it if they want to. I thank y'all for tuning in so much, because I know this video is kind of long. I plan to keep some of my other videos a little shorter. We're still in the process, hon. We still in the process. But thank you for tuning in. I wish you love and light and blessings. And I will see you next week. Bye, guys.